Hello everyone and welcome to my October TBR. So, I have a super big pile in front of me. I also have my Kindle in front of me. And I'm going to be going through my digital TBR and my physical TBR. So, let's get started. So, starting off on my Kindle TBR, I first off I do have Kindle Unlimited, so these are just books off of that. So, I do want to get through Ninth House this month on my Kindle Unlimited, which is about like a Yale fraternity that is actually like a cult or something like that. Super cool, looks creepy. I also have Behind Closed Doors, which is supposed to be like a suspense thriller thing. So I'm kind of interested in getting through that one as well this month. Nothing else too crazy on there. I do have Layla on there as well from Colleen Hoover, which I don't actually own in an actual copy. So I would be interested in reading that if I don't really want to pick anything else up. But I also have this giant pile that I want to get through. Okay, here's my pile. Let's go through. One of the first books that I want to get through is Holding Up the Universe. So my fiance picked this book up from Barnes & Noble as a challenge book with reading books that my fiance picked for me and seeing if he picks good books. So far I've read The Pomeranian Always Barks Twice and The Kite Runner, which two decent books. The Kite Runner was definitely better than The Pomeranian Always Barks Twice. But I'm kind of interested to see this one. I've seen this on a couple of different people's bookshelves. I haven't really seen the reviews. And I don't know anything about this book. The back is very general. I'm going to read it to you because it's not a spoiler at all. It says, Libby is the girl whose name everyone knows, but no one really sees her except Jack. Jack is the guy who's friends with everyone, but he doesn't let anyone in except Libby. The two make an unlikely pair, and yet they just might be able to change each other's worlds. It's also from the author of All the Bright Places, which I know that book is sad AF. So I'm interested in how this book is, but I haven't really gotten up the courage to read it yet because last month I read 2 books, and then I read 2 of the books that he picked for me, and then I read a book of my own choice because I was tired of reading his books. Because The Kite Runner took me forever because that book is literally 400 pages. But this book is only, 400 pages. So, but we'll see. It's like 388 pages. So I have that one. I want to get through that soon. Next up, we have, a bookmark. I got these bookmarks, guys, off Amazon, and they're super cute. They're little kitty cats. So, next up, I did pre-order and I got in the mail The Butcher and the Wren by Elena from Morbid, and I'm very excited. This book is honestly not throwing shade right now. Love her. Love you, Elena. This book is a little shorter than I expected, especially for like an adult horror, but I mean, to be fair, if we go to my bookshelf, Tender as the Flesh is only 200 pages, so like 205 pages, so I mean, not crazy. This book is, yeah, I mean, this book is, that's acknowledgements, one sec, 242. So, I mean, that's pretty decent, I guess. I didn't even think about that because Tender as the Flesh took me a day, like, not even a day. It took me like 3 hours to read. But this book is decent. So, I mean, I'm excited to read this though. I love Elena and I love Morbid, the true crime podcast. If you guys drive at all or sit down when you work and you have like time to listen to either music or a podcast, I recommend listening to Morbid. Check it out. I really like their banter and I really like the way that they address like situations. So I highly recommend. I'm gonna check this book out. Not really sure what I'm gonna think of it yet, but always good to support a small author. Next up, I did pick up a little haul. So I got all of the Briar U and the off-campus series. So I do have in my hopefully to read this month the first book in the off-campus series, The Deal. So I think you just read them in order, right? Comment down below if you guys know which order you're supposed to read them in. I looked it up. So I think the off-campus and the Briar you read in order, like just normal. And then it's the Calloway Sisters and that series. Those you read back and forth. So I looked that up. But, which is this one, the Addicted series and the Calloway Sisters, which I have the first one of that too. So I have the off-campus series. Honestly, I should wait and just read one at a time, but I'm crazy. So I did pick up just Addicted to You because that's all that they had at my Barnes & Noble. But I do have it in my wish list on Amazon to get the other ones. And I do like these alternative covers. And they also, on Amazon, have the alternatives of the Calloway Sister series. So that's exciting. So I kind of want to read the first one of this too and kind of see which one I want to go with first and then start reading them. But next up, I have some spooky books to obviously get in the mood of the spooky season. So I have the Ex-Hex, which is just a super cute little rom-com little witchy book. And then I also have Payback is a Witch, or Payback's a Witch. So which I didn't realize. I thought they were the same author, which this is Lana Harper, and then the Ex-Hex is actually by Erin Sterling. So I'm very excited to read those. I'm definitely going to get through those this month. And then kind of as like a hoping to read kind of thing, I have A Court of Mist and Fury. I really want to get back into the ACOTAR universe. It's been a hot second. It's been a couple months since I was there, and I know that these books are great, so I really want to get back there. I'm going on a road trip, so we're driving to Tennessee and we're camping, so I feel like that's like the perfect time to read. Hopefully people don't find that rude, and honestly I really hope that we just like sit outside and read, because that'd be nice. Then I have a little suspense just in case. I've had this on my list for a couple months because I want to read it, but I just don't find the time to read it. But I have Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. I've heard that this isn't his best one, but this is the one that I own, so I really want to read it, but we got it here. So then we have The Love Hypothesis, which again, I feel like I'm gonna love this book, but I keep procrastinating it because I work in like, so this is like a STEM, women in STEM book, and I work in science, and I work in, you know, I like got a biology degree, I worked in all of this stuff, so it's really hard to kind of like look at it that way because I have done it. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm like procrastinating reading this book, but Love Hypothesis, I really need to read it. I also did pick up Love on the Brain, so I need to read this book first, though I vowed to myself that I would read this one first. So, and then last but not least, because it's spooky season, we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I really need to read this book too, and I really want to get through this series, so we need to power through. I think I really want to do a 24-hour reading challenge this month, so we'll see how that goes. But those are all the books I plan on trying to read this month, and I'm gonna vow to myself that we're not gonna break out of my TBR, because this is our issue, guys, is only like one of those books was on my TBR last month. I literally read The Hobbit, and that was not on my TBR. Hey guys, this is future editing Leah. I forgot to mention that I also pre-ordered It Starts With Us, which is coming out on October 18th. I am going to be releasing a read with me, or a reading log with that book. I'm going to be reading it the second it is delivered to my house. So if you guys are excited for that, don't forget to subscribe so you guys can see my review of that book, and I'm really excited to read that. Yeah, and I also forgot to say at the end, but don't forget to like this video and comment down below what exciting books you are ready to read for this spooky season, and let's continue on with the video with Patsleia. Okay, this is our TBR goal, okay guys? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have like 12, 13 books on our TBR. We can do this, guys. The first month that I was reading, it took me, like, I literally didn't start reading for like 5 days in the month. And I read 10 books. We can do this, guys. And I read a freaking bunch of books. So, well, I'm gonna go get to reading because obviously I gotta get busy. I'm gonna go read. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Here's a little kitty cat holding books for motivation. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Have a great spooky